Hey guys, Ronin here. Welcome on back to the Retrocade, and it is Friday, first Friday of April. Hope it's a good one for you wherever you may be in the wide world. Thanks for stopping by, giving us a half an hour or an hour of your time, depending on how long this episode goes. As always, leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new, ring the bell to be notified of the latest content. You can follow us on Twitter at @RetroCade. If you can, please spread the word. We're trying to hit our goal, as always, of 100 subscribers as soon as possible. The sooner we do that, we open up some more customizations. I know I can say this is a Friday. More customizations on YouTube that allows us to make the channel better. Don't miss out on Sports Saturday and Suckerpunch Sunday coming up starting tomorrow. I have my game picked out for Sports Saturday. We are playing a football game. I've been putting it off for 6 weeks, but it's not a football game I have ever played before. It's also one of the most popular football games ever made. So I will give you that little teaser, maybe hope a little incentive to tune in tomorrow to watch that. And Suckerpunch Sunday, we play a fighting platform-based game from the 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th generation. If there's any game you'd like to see us feature here on the channel going forward, leave it in the comments below. Drop us a tweet. Can be from the Nintendo Entertainment System, Super Nintendo, Sega Master System, Sega Genesis, Neo-Geo, Nintendo 64, PlayStation 1, or PlayStation 2. Now, with all that housekeeping out of the way, I have a little bit of catching up to do with you guys this morning. So, when I left you on Wednesday, I said I was going to have to do some farming and build up some of these characters and get them ready for the next part of the journey in this story. We are in the middle still of Act 2 of Final Fantasy VI. What I didn't realize yesterday was I was going to have to do a couple of different things. One, I was going to have to do all of this twice. Because again, I don't know what my issue is with my emulator, and I'm using ZSNES W, ZSNES-W, which is a long-standing, very popular, from what I've always understood, very structurally sound emulator. But I had the same problem I had a couple episodes back, where my save files, while they were there in the system, and my save state did not hold. So I, yesterday afternoon, spent a good 4 hours doing some farming and building up things, and only to find out when I went back in last night to do a little bit more that the file somehow never stuck. So that meant I had to be up far later than I planned to be last night, getting back to the point where I am now today. Also, you will see we've got a couple of new members of the party. Specifically, we were able to find Cayenne, the samurai, and we found Gao. I wasn't going into yesterday anticipating finding them, but in the process of trying to maximize the amount of gil I was trying to accumulate to buy more gear, I ended up doing a couple of quests to start building the party back up. And how I found Gao was I was able to find the Velt, and all I needed to do was go out there with a 3-team party as opposed to the usual 4-team party, and then inevitably he would join us. By doing that, we ended up getting a lot bigger jump on this part of the campaign than we had before, because Gao at this stage is an absolute juggernaut. It's not even counting for the fact of what he could do before. But by going out and taking back out on the Velt and picking up more of his skills, we have been able to get a ton of new abilities. Specifically, we were able to go through and get things like because in some of the areas now on the World of Ruin, there are dinosaurs in here. So I had him take down a Tyrannosaurus, no joke, and got his skill. We took down a boss, a sub-boss named King Behemoth, who was basically a 2-stage behemoth, which we've seen in previous portions of the game. We were able to add his stuff on. I think I added about 12 to 15 new skills in most of yesterday alone. So now he is ridiculously strong. I also found Shadow the Ninja, along with Interceptor the dog. He's still around, but he is not part of the party yet. In order to get to him, we've got to go to the Coliseum and do a little bit of stuff there. But we also found Realm because we went back to, I want to say it was Jador. And back in the earlier part of the story, we went there, and that's where the auction house is. And there's also a mansion that was in there that in the world of Ruin is now haunted. We went through all that, cleared it out, and also was able to get Realm, but I haven't had any reason to use her yet. So in this episode, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and head back to Mowbreeze and get Terra. But before we do that, we actually get to go clean up stuff here in Narshe. And Narshe, to this stage, had been a cut-off area from where we were before. It had been overrun with enemies, and we haven't been able to get anything. So we came up this way, and also in the span of getting up here, I took on one of the 8 legendary dragons that they mentioned when Kefka blew the world up. He unleashed all 8 of them. The first one that was here was the Ice Dragon, and he was not easy, but by comparison to... I did run into a different legendary dragon at a different point on the map and got throttled. So I took a calculated risk and took him on, and I got an elemental shield out of it, which helped. But that was pretty much it. Then we came up here, and if you remember, up here was a phantom beast that was encased in ice, and it was the first one we encountered at the way back at the very beginning of the game. We had to fight it, and in doing so, we ended up getting it, and it was called Valagarma, or Valagarmander, and it gives you a tri-elemental attack. And when it says tri-elemental attack, this unlocks the base level 3 spells. So this is level 3 fire, level 3 ice, level 3 thunder. The problem is that you learn them all at a rate of ×1, which means it's going to take at least 100 fights to get them all 100%. But the sooner we do that, then characters are going to be able to start getting even bigger and more powerful. I also, while I'm here, picked up 2 more Magirocks. We got Quetzali, which gives us, along with haste and slow, it gives us level 3 haste, level 3 slow, and levitate, which is going to be really nice for us going forward. And Lakshmi, which is the one we picked up in the mansion, and it has all the level 1, level 2 cures, but also has level 3 cure. Again, it's only at ×1, so it's going to take at least 100 fights for us to pick that up. And then regeneration and Asuna. But that we can start getting the level 3 spells now is really, really handy. Now we have this hole we have to jump down. And I will admit, I did come through here previously. This was part of me not being able to get through, or was part of my original save file that had since disappeared, much to my dismay. We also were able to get Mash's ultimate death blow, which in the Japanese or in the English version they call it Bum Rush. Save that what you will. But here it's called the Illusion Dance, and to do it you have to start with the left, and you go left, down, diagonal right, right, diagonal up, diagonal right, up, and then hit A. But I have yet to be able to pull that move off. So to give you a better idea of what I'm talking about here, this is it. So you actually have to do a full 360 for the battle dance. So you go all the way around, and that's supposed to... And actually, I've been doing it the wrong way. You're supposed to go clockwise. I'm going counterclockwise, which likely explains why I've been having so much issue with it. But having Cayenne now with Let's see if I can do this. Hey, we got it. So this is the first time I've ever been able to pull this off. Wow. And it does not jerk around. And in the meantime, we still have Edgar, who has all of his ability to just really rip into things. But he's also learned a new sword skill, which is his level 6 skill. And with that, he'd be able to... he casts a spell which is essentially a stop spell. Now these guys are not all that difficult as I recall, but not having played Gao for a while... Ooh, except you got turned into a Kappa. That's not good. Fortunately, maybe I'll cherries to deal with that. I have to remember all of Gao's enemy skills that are useful in ones like this. The ninja skill, for example, is still one of my go-to favorites, but I am finding more stuff that is immune to or benefits from getting hit with Wind Blast, which is what that Suiton is. But it looks like I'm going to need to give my gang here the white capes, which keep them from getting turned into Kappas. Ow. Now you see Cayenne glowing red is because he has haste shoes on. The reason why Mash and Edgar are glowing is because they have reflect rings on. And I've had to utilize quite a few potions over the last couple of hours just to keep everybody in one piece. And I want to keep the amulets on everybody because the amulets help out as far as, again, they prevent poison, dark, and zombie. And I want to keep somebody with the dash shoes just because I don't like going so bloody slow through these sorts of dungeons. So I want to load this up to 4. And do his dance where he can hit multiple enemies at once. And the Sunbeam, as far as hitting multiple enemies, is still really good for Edgar. Now, I also still have Celis, the Rune Knight, but I haven't had to use her very much. Since I brought in Gao, she's really become kind of a back-end character for me. Now, come down here. Now, there's something waiting here in this skull. It's made of bone. There's something in the eye socket. A Magirock, you say? Oh, yes. And we received the Magirock Midgard Sormer. But remember way back when we first came into Narsh and I kept saying that there was something we would see in the doorway that looked a lot like a Yeti? Well, there's the Yeti. Now we gotta fight him. What I need is I need something that can drop a good amount of fire and a good amount of hurt. So I think what I will do is, where is it? We'll bust out the Tyrannosaur. Well, it didn't work that time with the death blow. Let's see if I can get Moon to work. See, the nice thing about that is it does damage and also casts Stop. But as soon as you hit him again, then the Stop goes away. Now, giving himself a yellow cherry boosts his stats. And he does this when he's getting close to being dead. But it still does not protect him necessarily from stuff like Meteor or the Illusion Battle Dance. Which just takes him apart. Now, before you think that that is the end of him, it's not. Because the Yeti is actually an addable character. He can become a new member of the party. But from what I understand, and his name's Umaro, he doesn't do a ton. He does decent damage, but he's kind of like a slightly bigger and slower version of Gao. But with that, there's nothing else we really need to do in here. And actually, because I haven't used one of these yet, I will just go ahead and use the teleport stone. And this should bring us back to outside. So, what I will do really quick is we'll give this a save. And we're at 18 minutes. So we'll get back in the Falcon, and what we're going to do now is we're going to head back towards the tip of the Serpent's Tail. And we're going to go see if we can get Terra. Or Tina, rather, as I should say. Because we haven't been in here for a while. Let's see here. We've also gotten a couple of new really good items for MASH. We've gotten him the Tiger Fang, which is a really great weapon. The Thunder Shield absorbs lightning. Same with the Ice Shield. Anything that's got an elemental bent to it, that's what it will absorb. The Force Shield absorbs a little bit of everything. Go downstairs. You. Okay. So let's see if Tina's in here. And she's not. Catalina ran off. Now, Catalina was the woman who was with Dean, her husband. It looks like she's about to have a baby. Okay. But that means they got to be around here somewhere. In theory. Are they in here? No. but I can rest here at least. So getting a replenished HP and MP does not hurt, I would suspect. Especially since I don't have to pay for an inn. So this is Dean. I don't know what I should do. Kettling's camera. Yeah, that's... Mechanically, that's how that works. Oh, okay. I didn't even think to come down this way. I didn't even realize this was here, but having been in similar houses that have this layout before, if you remember when we first got to the world of Ruin and Celis was on that island with Sid, who we were not able to save, to get to the raft to get her off the island, we had to go through a similar door like that. Oh, we get to fight Humbaba. Now, Humbaba is one of the 8, or not 8, it's one, I think one of the 5 legendary enemies that came out after Kefka blew the world up. We fought him before. When we first got to the village, we fought him with Tina and got thumped. But then we came in with R4 and were able to get a bit more done. Let's see if we can pull the Rage Dance off. Nope, we didn't. Okay. So, what I want for this is I want to be able to speed the party up, and I know Vice will do that. And see if we can bust this off. And we get the battle dance. Now, one of the things that Humbaba is not a big fan of is poison. Okay. Alright, so we lost 2 members, now Tina's here. And what is she doing? Ooh! She's transformed. Okay, so we have 3 members now. And I want something that's gonna hit even harder. What should I hit him with? Alright, I'll give you King Behemoth. Be sure to hit it with Bio. And honestly, hitting with the battle dance is about the only thing that he's really good for at this stage. Wait a minute. I cured him and he died. What the heck happened there? And you can hit Mash with Thundara all day long, because as long as he's got the Thunder Shield, that keeps him alive. Okay, well, I don't want to burn X potions too often, but also at the same time, if curing him killed him, And the last thing I want is having him in a situation where he's going to get hit even worse. And that didn't work. Ooh. Damn, he's dead again. Okay. Well, didn't mean to do that either. Fired off a little bit too quickly. That's what I wanted. And because you're having to pull a full 360 with the D-pad as opposed to doing anything else, it does make it a little annoying, but we did take him down finally. And because we were able to bring back Gao, he's going to get the experience off of this too. The kids are all coming out, as are Dean and Catalina. Although she should have... Ah, okay, there's Tina. She should be in bed right now. She's about ready to have a baby. But we don't see Edgar or Cayenne anywhere because they got blown off the map. So remember, when we first found Tina, she was not wanting to be part of the party anymore because she was here in Tamasa looking after all these kids because all the parents had died. And said she basically lost her inhibition to keep on going with the overall quest. But clearly, now having to take out Hunbaba, she has revitalized her purpose. Now this is a part of where I was farming yesterday that I had not gotten to yet. I hadn't gotten Tina back yet. Now the question is, where are the rest of my team? I'm hoping they are back on the Falcon. Okay, so if anything, this gives me a chance to save it because we're just about to 30 minutes. So we'll save it here. We'll get back on the Falcon and figure out... Oh, really? I take one step to the right and I have this. Okay. These guys will just go ahead and hit them with a good old Hadouken, also known as the Aura Cannon. But having that ninja enemy skill is still really effective on most things. Okay, so we'll get on board. I don't think I've even equipped her with anything yet, have I? Oh no, she auto-equipped. Okay. which is fine with me. So we have Realm, we have Celis, and there's Edgar, and Cayenne is down in the engine room. So as long as he's standing there, we do have everybody. So, okay. So what we will do... and there's Setzer. We have as well. So we'll leave it here for right now. And then in the next episode, we will figure out the next point of destination on the map and carry on with our first time playthrough of Final Fantasy VI. As always, please leave a like, subscribe if you're new, ring the bell to be notified of the latest content, follow us on Twitter at @Retrocade, and please do us the favor of spreading the word about the Retrocade. We're trying to hit our goal of 100 subscribers as soon as we can. That way we can build it into something bigger and better and hopefully get more people coming to check it out. Don't miss out on Sports Saturday and Suckerpunch Sunday coming up starting tomorrow. And I will see you in the next episode. As always, my name is Ronin. Have a great rest of your Friday if I don't see you, or I'll talk to you soon. Bye.